Hi guys, so I've had quite a few people ask me for the walnut protein brownie recipe, and it's not mine. Got it from my auntie, who is a chef, so she throws a lot of recipes my way. Anyway, so I thought I'd jump on and tell you what's in it, how to do it, and then anyone who kind of isn't following my training page, I will send this to you, send you the link to reply to your comment on my personal page. Anyway, so I doubled all these measurements, by the way, so it's up to you. I'm going to read you the single recipe, but I actually doubled these to get the amount that I've got. But I'll give you what I've got written down for a single recipe, and then you can kind of make up your own mind. So 50 grams of unsalted butter, soft if you can, soft light brown sugar 50 grams, maple or golden syrup 1 times 15 milliliter tablespoon, plain flour 3 times 15 milliliter tablespoon, and the protein powder. This is what I use. Okay, so I use isoline from Isogenics. That's what I use, but you can use kind of any chocolate protein powder if you want to. Obviously, because of me competing and kind of being really into my macro counting and all of that, I source what I believe is the best ingredients, and that is mine. So I use that, and that is 3 times 15 milliliter tablespoon again. You can, my auntie recommends that you add some sea salt flakes, 1/4 teaspoon, but I didn't. 1 large egg, vanilla extract 1 teaspoon, walnut pieces 50 grams, and again chocolate chips 50 grams, but I didn't add them. I only had the walnut pieces in. But again, you can add them if you want to, up to you. Right, so preheat your oven at 150 fan. You put the butter, sugar and the syrup into a saucepan, melt it down, mix it all in. Keep stirring it so it doesn't burn, doesn't stick, until melted and it's all nicely formed together, and then take it off the heat. Fork together the flour, the protein powder, or the cocoa powder if you're not bothered about it being protein, just use cocoa powder, and the salt if you are using salt. Mix it, just fork that together, then beat it into the saucepan that you've used, and just blend. Hiya, you alright? And then just blend that all together. Just a little bit of arm work. You don't need a whisk, you don't need anything fancy. I used a wooden spoon, so honestly just keep going until it's all together. It does get really tight, and if you're used to baking, then this is going to be a piece of cake for you, but just keep going, just keep working it. Okay, then with the walnuts, what I actually did is I put them in a bag, got my rolling pin and just bashed them into small pieces. That's how I do it. I'm sure there's other people that do it loads of different ways, but that's how I did it. Bashed them up and then put them in. That's when you'd put your chocolate chips in as well, if you're going to use chocolate chips. Then once you're happy with the mixture, stirred it all in, bang it into your tin or whatever you're going to bake it in. Okay, in the oven 15 to 20 minutes. If you've done a double batch in one, which is what I did, 20 minutes. That's what I did mine for. Maybe a little bit longer depending on how shallow your pan is, how thick it is, things like that. Mine came out quite thin, so mine 20 minutes and it was quite good. I liked it. And you want it until it's beginning to come away from the edges, basically. Right, when it's cooked, when you think it's cooked, transfer it to a wire rack, let it cool for about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes in, it'll still be quite gooey, still quite warm. that is exactly how I like it. So that's when you can kind of have your first piece, and then kind of just up to you really. And then I just put a little bit of dusting sugar on the top. But again, don't have to do that, completely up to you. That's just my taste. That is not part of the recipe, but like I said, my taste, and that's kind of what I do. The reason I use protein chocolate powder is because it fits into my macros, it supports my training, it's a much healthier treat. That's what I do, that's how I do it. But it is up to you at the end of the day. If you want the recipe written or sent to you, emailed to you, something like that, just let me know. Okay, that's it guys. Enjoy.